Mike King here. Wow, we have had a busy, active, and wonderful week this week, and I'm actually taping this on Thursday afternoon like I always do, and we've even got a big day tomorrow. We had Monday starting with the Church Governing Board meeting, had a marvelous meeting with a presentation by our own Chief Ministry Officer, the Reverend James Marshall, of his new strategic vision. Marvelous vision, possibly the most comprehensive vision we have ever seen for our ministry department in our history, 125-year history. I'll remind everyone, it's inclusive of technology, external outreach, marketing, branding, resource raising, innovation through ministry, everything that you can imagine. So watch for that, coming soon, watch for that. They'll be publishing sort of a pared down version of it, if you will, to be published and sent to everyone. It's going to be great. It's going to absolutely be great. Huge thanks to our board chair of our Church Governing Board, Pam Richardson, and of course to our Chief Ministry Officer, James Marshall, and the entire ministry team. The entire ministry team. They put out the work of 15 or 20 people, and there's only about 5 or 6 folks there. So it's pretty amazing work that they do, and it's fantastic. In addition to that, literally we followed that up on Tuesday and Wednesday with the boot camp, our first virtual boot camp covering our communications, marketing, and fundraising areas, development areas. Magnificent job, magnificent job. First virtual time ever to have it in this way. Incredible work, slick production. I mean, flawless production, wonderful content. Can't say enough thank yous to the entire team, specifically led by Jatrice Martel Gator and all of her folk there. They did a fantastic job. They've been working on this for months, and it literally could not have gone any better. Tremendous engagement, great content, really engagement with our entire Volunteers of America family across the sector. Wonderful job, team, wonderful job. And let's continue to take this knowledge that we've gained from this, and it's going to benefit future gatherings because they were really the test case. They were really the test case for this, to really take a conference in that way. And so congratulations to all. Absolutely congratulations. In the course of that, I shared yesterday sort of a vision of the future, and I want to take just a piece of that and share it with all of you today. And it literally wasn't trying to think through what's it going to be like, say, next January, the first quarter of next calendar year, as we look at next calendar year in 2021, what's it going to be like as we enter into a period of what we all hope is literally COVID recovery from this pandemic and beyond that. I'll share with you just a reflection and so some thoughts I have about that. I think this is very similar to World War II in our history. And in World War II, you had a situation where, again, we were fighting something worldwide. It engaged the entire world in the same way that this pandemic has engaged the entire world. And folks really didn't know how they would come out of that. So that when they did, when that was over and that was done, there was really a surge of hope. There was a surge of hope throughout the world, certainly in America. That's literally what gave birth to the baby boom that followed 1945. It followed 1945 in the end of the World War and truly impacted our society forevermore with such a large number of people being born at that time and optimism at an all-time high. I think we're going to see a similar thing here. I can only imagine and almost fantasize about what's it going to be like to be able to gather again, to be able to be with each other again, with our family, with our relatives, with our loved ones, with our good friends, with our colleagues. Imagine what that's going to do for all of us who literally thrive on that contact. I really believe that right now, because of the isolation, truly the isolation that we have had to accommodate in order to try to fight this virus, it almost leaves the entire nation fighting depression. We certainly have seen the rise in mental illness caused from this isolation. We've seen it impact behaviors. We absolutely know that there is a sense of depression throughout the nation. I think it's going to reverse once this is over. I think once we can gather again, once we can connect again, I think there's going to be a surge of hope. I think there's going to be a surge of optimism. I think there's going to be a surge of creativity. I think that creates creativity. Now, the unique thing about this is we all have become more sophisticated in our use of technology. We have become more comfortable with virtual gatherings and reaching deeper into the marketplace. And at the same time, when you couple that with optimism and joy, I think there's going to be a greater willingness to risk, a greater willingness to be creative and go forward. In that sense, I think we have everything to look forward to, and I think we need to be thinking now about what might be possible. What might be possible as we get to a better place literally a year from now, thinking 12 months from now, where might we be? What might be possible for us to achieve? I think we have great opportunity ahead of us. I think the best days are absolutely ahead of us. I think it's because of how all of you have pulled together during this pandemic and truly saved lives. Absolutely saved lives. I can only imagine how many lives we're going to save and how much even better we're going to do when we have all the assets at our disposal going forward. I think you've done wonderful. Really appreciate it. God bless you.